The rivalry between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Offense in a bunch formation. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Working that left side now. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
For the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Mensah unloads to the right. It's complete. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Here's a heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Fighting off the defender.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go right back to him. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Give to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wingo. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Got his man on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Here's Mensah to throw. Gonna take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They'll throw it from the red zone. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's second and long. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be 3rd and long. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Canes! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he stepped out of bounds at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Daniels. Snagged out of the air. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the catch and he's free.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Bringing the heat. Breaks loose. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UTSA taking on the number 14 team, the Baylor Bears. And it's the Roadrunners looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Throwing, Mensah. Unloads it left. Rolls it in. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's got him. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Thrust that arm out. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense is kind of showing you a little bit of everything, but putting big plays together, really getting their momentum going. This ground attack now, you watch, they've got a little bit of everything, man. The balance, the structure, the play calling. Right now, they're in a really good rhythm.
Mensah fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball.
Gashing the knee on the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Third touchdown in the game. A third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And he added the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Here's Mensah to throw. He lets it fly. Pulls in the deep ball. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
A 5-yard pickup there leaves them with third down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's going for a big play downfield. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Canes in the hurry-up. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami. A offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with running.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He'll pull it down. Makes the grab, it's Riles. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, he dropped it just.
AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. A neutral site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joined us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
Guys, everything is bigger in Texas, and that includes the crowd here today for the Cotton Bowl. It is electric down here on the field. Everybody is energized and ready for this playoff matchup. I can tell you the teams will have to communicate and really lock in because it is dynamic here on the field. Guys?
My thanks, Holly. Good stuff. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start. Five.
You're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
First down here for this offense. And he's got it again. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Looks left and finds his target there. He's got a crease. Now it's another broken tackle. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Looking for 6. Ball knocked away in the end zone. A great defensive play.
That is textbook man coverage right there. There's no way you can do it better. Watch him sit in the head pocket of this intended receiver, and then he doesn't arrive early, doesn't climb all over his back, and he just gets in front and swats this ball away. Put that on a coaching tape.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made, looking for the goal line. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Irish, as they put 6 more on the board.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target, and it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And now from the pistol formation. And the running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Here he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They were not going to catch him that time. To the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
exciting matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play. Across the 35. To the air, it's Carr. Throw to the running back in the flat. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They look to throw it here on second down. That pass is caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Pick six could be a game changer.
That is the worst feeling in the world for a quarterback. You're trying to make a throw out on the outside that candidly is an easy throw, but it's hard to see that defender as he's breaking on the ball, and he steps in front with a pick. As soon as it's in his hands, Chris, it's over. He's gone. There's nobody in front of him for a touchdown.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Fighting off the defender. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Well, Chris, finally they get that run game going. I've been asking them to run it better on first down. They finally do, and here, lo and behold, they move the chains. Good job up front. Running back gets loose, and now you got a first down.
Caught by the receiver. It's caught. He's got room. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Back to pass. It's Carr. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He could go. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Crosses the touchdown, Ohio State. A crucial pick six.
They have completely taken over the game with this defense. They're aggressive. It's their second score. And I got to tell you, you just are going to win 100% of the time your defense puts it in the end zone twice. What a job by this group.
And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner choosing to field this one. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success on first down. Now it's an obvious passing situation. I've always felt you want to throw the ball when you want to versus throw the ball when you have to. This is a have-to situation, which means that pass rush is going to get going.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here comes the pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Carr. Quick throw to his receiver. And he throws his third interception of the day. Could take it all the way. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
That is the way for the defense to make a mark on this game, in particular early here in the first quarter. Great job by the defender. He steps in front. Now he's going the other direction. And now this offense is going to be reeling.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Running with purpose.
Really impressive assignment football from this defense. You got to set the edge, and then you got to pursue, and you got to run after that football hard. And this defense is able to do it, and then they're able to make the tackle on the outside. I love a defense that'll get after it from an effort perspective. Look at these guys run to make the tackle.
What a catch! They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Lets it go quickly. And this time it's complete. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the toss, testing the right side here.
They've been able to establish the passing game, but I still think it's important that they run the football and stay balanced. They're going to need to do that the rest of this game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And now to try here for the extra point. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. They're going to run it here. Got the first down and still motoring. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Inside the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, how about the speed to take it the distance? Once he got a crease, it was over. There were even some defenders that had an angle, but he outran all of them for a touchdown. What a huge play for this offense. An outstanding run by this back.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him right at the 24. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. To the air, it's Carr. Coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works. Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. And he'll set up to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You
got an opening here. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, this is why he's one of the best players in the country, is he's so productive. Now his second rushing touchdown of the game. And this defense is going to have to start doing something as they go over the sideline and start viewing the film on those tablets. They've got to understand where this running back at all times. He has to be priority number 1.
Ohio State is on top here, Joel. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He steps out of bounds at the 26. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. He'll hand it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field. It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
If you're going to be great at this position, you've got to have a short memory, and that's being tested today. You've got all these interceptions, and yet down in this game, so you've got to sling it. And I tell you, that's a beautiful throw, and certainly a confidence builder after a real shaky start to this game.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a second and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating third and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
First down and more. He's still running. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this is what makes him such a great player is that once he breaks that first level and he gets to the second and third level, he's just so elusive and he's so explosive, and the defense just cannot corral him, and he takes off for a big touchdown. This guy is just electric on the outside. What a great pass.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Handoff in a single back formation. As the first down is still going. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. He breaks away for the touchdown.
I love that this offense doesn't get bored taking the profit. If this defense can't stop this back, then give him the ball, and he continues to find the end zone. Third touchdown of the game. If they don't adjust, make them pay, and that's exactly what this coordinator has done.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. When he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
What a weapon he is in the return game. I tell you, when he gets one little seam, you can see the explosiveness and the speed. He found it, he's got the vision, and he takes it all the way back for 6.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. He'll hand it off. Some hard running there through a tackle. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Back's got it again, and they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Easy conversion for this offense on 3rd and 2, and they've done a nice job getting to these situations, but what it also does is allow you later in the game to have a 4-down situation where you'll go for it on 4th and 2, which leads you to throw play-action pass on 3rd and 2. Affect the defense and take a shot.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The Fighting Irish will call their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Second down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. And here's the handoff. He's got space. He's in the clear. At the 20. At the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll set up for the PAT. It's blocked. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, this is a magnificent job by this defense. You get these toss sweeps, and here's the deal. You've got to secure the edge and use...
Looking for a man deep down the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, it's great if you hit these shots down the field early in the game, but they really serve 2 purposes. 1, yes, you're trying to connect. But 2, you're also keeping the defense honest. They cannot inch up near the line of scrimmage to stop the run. Now, this should produce some level of openness for...
Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Breaks. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half, and they punch it in and build the lead before the break. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Oh, and they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and on 3rd down in a goal-to-go situation, I always think about players and not plays. Who are your best guys? What are your best matchups? And how do you get those guys the football in this situation?
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. And it's good, right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And so the first half comes to a close. We'll take a break here in the booth and head over to our halftime show. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Look out, he's got space ahead. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. When you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more
He's got a crease. Powering through the defender. He goes out of bounds inside the 45. A big chunk gain. More of the same for this offense. The defense still no answer for this running back.
Chris, I certainly thought that they were going to come up with some sort of answer to this run game at halftime, but it doesn't look like they've changed anything schematically. And if they're not going to change, don't change anything from a play call perspective. Keep feeding this back.
Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. Tackled, but forced down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's 2nd down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Breaks into the clear. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State. Barrels into the end zone.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This front seven is so athletic. They're aggressive. They get off blocks here. They're in the backfield, and they create a negative play. I got to tell you, this is going to be a huge key for this game, is this defense and their ability to create the negative play and get themselves off of the field.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
This is a great example from this defense of how to stop the RPO. One, stay home. Don't give the quarterback a definitive read. That encourages him to just hand off the football. That's kind of his base read. And Chris, once he does so, then you fly to the football, you play with great effort, and you tackle in space, which they're able to do.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down. He's throwing for it. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Oh, this quarterback has got to be so mad at himself right now. He knows on a 4th down, he's got to just throw that ball. Even if he puts it in harm's way, who cares? It's 4th down. But credit this pass rush, because they got to him quickly. I don't think he was thinking clearly, obviously taking a sack.
And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball to 3. The Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Oh, and they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1. Game moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. They bring him down short of that 1st down marker. Sets up a 4th down and decision time for this coach.
Well, sometimes as a head coach, you make a decision, and most of the time it's based on the scoreboard. But this one's just based on your standing within the coaching ranks. You want to make some enemies? Go for it right here.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Still no answer for this offense.
This is an attitude mentality call from this offense. You go 4th down, run play big on big, and still able to put this ball across the goal line. I tell you what, those big guys are going to be fired up on the sideline. I don't know if there's anything better for an offensive line than they know you're going to run, and you still run it down their throat.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. And the back gets the football. It's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 1. Here we go, the coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Powering through. Got an opening here. He's in the clear. The 30. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Going with the old counter run here. Has a path to the end zone. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Irish. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. Tackle made out of the 46. Return team does an excellent job there. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Here comes a handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Ohio State is on top here, Joel. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking for a gap. It's Rodgers. He's past the marker and still going. He's got space. Crosses the 10. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Just so difficult to stop this group. They are so good, and now a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This one seems like it's over.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And the return man steps out of the 28. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. It's a fumble. The ball rolls out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but it's short of a first down.
Chris, this is a great lesson for any ball carrier. As you're nearing that sideline, that ball really needs to be in the outside arm. So, if it comes out like it does here, it just goes out of bounds. No harm, no foul.
They'll run it here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
You know, Chris, football is a simple game. It's about blocking, it's about tackling. And on the defensive side, if you can get off of blocks and tackle well, it's usually going to bode well. Here, a negative play. Great job getting behind the line of scrimmage.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Running with purpose. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Carr. A deep shot to the right. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs. Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
Chris, you just have to give a lot of credit to this defense. They were clearly focused right there. Great job in preparation. They knew what was coming, and they were able to get off the field. This group is fast, they're physical, but more than that, they're prepared, and they showed it on that last snap.
Powers through. He's got a crease. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards. Buckeyes are in the red zone. Grinding away with their running game. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Well, this seems like a case of too little, too late for this defense. They have not gotten many stops today at all. And here, they finally get a stop, but what does it really do for you? You're down by, what, 4 or 5 possessions?
Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He was on target the first time. Can he keep it going from 33 yards out? And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Bringing pressure. Going to try to use his legs here. They'll get him down for a gain of 1. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to always make your offense right. And here the coverage unit did such a good job. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet the quarterback just makes the offense right by picking up a positive gain. It doesn't have to be a big play all the time. You just do these little things and keep moving the ball forward.
2nd down after that previous play. Back in motion now. To throw, it's Carr. Receiver makes the catch. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play out across the 35. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and a great diving catch near the right sideline. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
I know this is not going to matter, but my dad always told me the only thing you can control is your own effort level. So I respect the fact that they're still out there giving 100%, even when they're down this amount.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking deep to the right side. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Too much speed for the defense. What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's running out of time here. And it's caught for the 2-point conversion as they cut into this very large deficit.
Chris, you can tell they spend a lot of time on these 2-point plays. It's just executed perfectly. Good timing by the quarterback. Throw it into the end zone, and it's good.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Trying to find some room. It's Rodgers. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain.
This group has been so impressive all day long. Built this big lead, and now they're just running out the string. And I got to tell you, the mark of a great team is a team that can run the football when the opposition knows that they want to run the football.
Got an opening here. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
These type of run plays, Chris, break the will of the opponent. You've got a big lead. You've had success all day long. They know you're going to run the football. You know you're going to run the football, and they are still
He's got some space. Look out. Breaks into the clear. Muscles past the defender. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now.
storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate a group. They are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Slithers into space. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Throwing Reed. Got it in the middle. It's Owens. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. He wants to change this route. Here's Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Carr from the gun on third down. Complete to the left. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Carr. Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Carr throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Trying to run, it's Mobley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the catch. It's Owens. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Reed. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the run, it's Owens. Plows through the defense. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking for a man, it's Reed. They're working that left side. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Texas A&M going up-tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Rushes on him. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. 3rd down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually they're really good at converting 3rd downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Grab behind the line. It's Porter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Might be calling a hot route. C.J. Carr firing again. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Throwing Reed. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Fires to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Craver. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to get it through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the ball.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun on third down, Reed. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Young. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Maybe a crease. At the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the number 17 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Cavaliers in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Comes onto the field ready to go to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Making side adjustments here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Lets it fly. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Arrington. And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Fires to the tight end. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
Yeah, and Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position. Can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. Here come the Irish back on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Mobley.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Ready, go. Carr. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistent.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Finds the tight end. Crosses the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the draw, it's Williams. And they'll knock him down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone.